Hello again. First, I would like to start by thanking the World Global Speech Day for having us, irisoft, and representing the entire Albanian country. Thank you again. Now, when it comes to the difficulties that Albania faced during the pandemic, we all know that this was an issue for the entire world, was a global issue. But Albania, being a small country in Europe, was found and was caught completely off guard, completely unprepared, not only in economical issues, but mostly in educational system. We have encountered huge gaps and huge difficulties into getting in the minds of people of how to adjust with the online teaching. The main issue we faced was in the professors and teachers that having to redesign and reprogram their entire curriculum and platforms into fitting in the online teaching system. Up until now, the world has been doing it for years and maybe decades, but for us it was a completely new system. One advantage of the online teaching is that it can be done through home, work, office, anywhere. The information can be spread faster, wider, and in a real time. Of course, this has a few struggles because internet in Albania is still considered a luxury, especially in suburban areas and rural areas where it's almost non-existent. It's very difficult for people there to get access. Also, the speed of the internet is not the same. It is very different from the city center to other parts of the city. This, of course, brings us to a huge obstacle facing the students today that have to attend online classes. A very big importance on the online classes is on the highlight of how professors and teachers themselves perceive and absorb the online class. Apart from redesigning and remodeling their platforms, they need to have good knowledge on the digital platforms and tools and how to use them more efficiently. Of course, it's very difficult to get the full attention of the student online as you would have it in class teachings. On this purpose, we as irisoft Education Institution has a very strong collaboration with our Ministry of Education. As such, we are assisting professors and teachers by offering them trainings on how to better remodel their platforms to make the class more interactive online. What does that mean? That means that they must include quizzes, questions, videos, links, anything that makes the class more interesting and more interactive for the student, by so having their full attention just in the same way they would have it with the in-class teaching. Of course, irisoft, throughout the quarantine period and all the COVID-19, we have trained over 3,000 teachers from all Albania. The goal of irisoft is to help professors and teachers improve their ICT skills and, of course, getting more familiar with the digital platforms. We are still currently having many requests from teachers themselves asking to participate and to be part of one of our trainings. Of course, the age of the student that participate in the online classes is also a very crucial thing, because the younger the age, the harder it is for the student to be part of the online class. Not only because they will need an adult supervision to access internet and attend online classes, but also because the younger generation prefer more the gestures, the face expression. They prefer more to be sitting in a class. Therefore, high school and university has it easier on adjusting with the online classes. These online platforms that we are training currently include Google Forms, Google Classroom, Zoom, etc. Of course, the pandemic caught us off guard, and we have always perceived internet as impossible or attention shifting for the young and everything. But let's look at the bright side of this, what the lesson of this pandemic has been. It has allowed us to actually use the internet on a good purpose. It has allowed us to create a more interactive methods of teaching online, not only for Albania, but even internationally, Europe and even further beyond. It has allowed us, through our programmers, web designers, specialized teachers, that we create and formulate a new platform and digital tool to actually make online classes more interactive and more interesting for the students attending them from all over the world. On that, I would like to conclude our speech and thank you all for having us today.